Hello everyone, I'm Abhishek. Now welcome to World Diaries. Today we will be talking about the G7 Summit 2022 and now what are the topics we are going to cover? First the G7 Summit, then what are the outcomes, then what is Climate Club, then the objectives, now what will Climate Club do, the three pillars and the Paris Climate Accord. So first, the G7 summit was hosted by the Germany this time, and the theme of this summit was progress towards an equitable world. Now, who are the partners? India, Argentina, Indonesia, Senegal. Now, what were the discussions that were held? First, about the Russian war against the Ukraine, the climate protection, infrastructure, and investment. Now, who are the members of the G7 summit? Germany, USA, Italy, UK, France, Canada, and Japan. These are the members of the G7 summit. And these are also the part of G20. Now, what were the outcomes of this summit? First, the support for Ukraine. All the financial support, diplomatic, military, humanitarian assistance, every kind of support was discussed about to be given to the Ukraine. Now, establishment of Climate Club, it is kind of a global response to the climate crisis. Now, we also need to secure the energy supply as most of the European countries are dependent on the Russian energy. So they are trying to phase out the dependence on the enhancing global health. Now, it is about the improving the pandemic preparedness and response. Then Global Alliance on Food Security. We have Sustainable Development Goal of 2, that is about the food security. It is to protect people from hunger and malnutrition. Now, what is Climate Club? Yale economist William Nordhaus in 2015 coined this term. Okay? He has won a Nobel Prize in 2018 on economics and his work on climate change. Now, according to him, the existing climate agreements such as the 97 Kyoto Protocol and the 2015's Paris Climate Accord are flawed due to their voluntary nature. Now, Germany's Olaf Scholz has been a big supporter of this concept of this international climate club. So he has been supporting this with great enthusiasm. Now, what are the objectives of this climate club? It is to take more decisive climate action and to combat the global warming. Open and inclusive in nature, it is open to all the countries. Now, committed to follow the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement. It is planned to be established by the end of 2022, and the main focus is on industry sector. Now, what will Climate Club do? It will invite partners, including the major emitters such as US, China, India. These are all major emitters of these greenhouse gases and all. So, including major emitters, G20 members and other developing and emerging economies to intensify discussions and consultation with the G7 countries. Now, the members will work together to coordinate on policies and ensure transparency. Their main plan is to not to impose any climate related tariffs on each other's imports. Now, what are the three pillars? Now, focus on advancing transparent policies to achieve climate neutrality. Now, transforming industries to accelerate decarbonization, facilitating partnerships and cooperation to encourage climate action and unlock socio-economic benefits. Those who are going to take part in this, those who are going to be a part of this climate club, they will be getting some socio-economic benefits. So that will encourage them to involve themselves in this climate club. Now, let's talk about the Paris Climate Accord. About the legal status, it is legally binding, and the adoption, it was adopted by 196 countries in COP21 that was held in Paris in December 2015. Now, what are the goals? The main goal of this climate accord is to limit the global warming below 2 degrees Celsius and preferably limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius to pre-industrial levels. compared to the pre-industrial levels. Now, what are the objectives? To achieve long-term temperature goal that we are talking about this below 2 degrees Celsius and preferably 1.5 degrees Celsius. And countries aim to reach global peaking of greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible. They need to phase down the use of carbon. Basically, they need to phase down the use of greenhouse gases so that the emissions will come down, and this will help to achieve a climate neutral world by mid of this 21st century. So this was all for this episode. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also do not forget to join our Telegram channel. You'll be receiving daily materials, questions and many more on that Telegram channel. You'll be finding all the links in the description. Thank you very much.